Hey guys, awsomeswagg80 here, back with another awsomeswagg80 show review. And today we're going to be doing the second season of Primal by GenndyTartakovsky'sPrimal. But anyways, I was waiting after I saw the first season of Primal. I was waiting and I was looking for the second season, and it was just like a few months after I saw the first season, and my audio is that where it's changing. Hello. How's it sounding now? Okay, it looks like it's better. Anyways, I didn't have to wait that much. I actually saw online that somebody else made a review of the second season. I was like, how are you making a review of the second season if it hasn't even come out? And then I looked it up, and it did come out apparently. And I binged the whole thing today. I binged it from episode 1 to episode 10 of season 2. And my thoughts are this. I think the show is still great. At the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking when I'm gonna make this review, I'm probably gonna give it like an 80 or so. It's in that 80 range, you know. And after seeing the whole season, I'm like, you know what? No, I think it's in the 90s range now. So yeah, the show grew on me. And I like it now. It's in that 90s range. Episode 4, I'm pretty sure, was my most liked episode. It's my most liked episode, but I forgot what was in the episode. Let me check really quick. But I saw episode 4 and I was like, yeah, I think this is gonna be my favorite episode. Oh yeah, now I remember. It's when they finally found Mira, and they went to the little village and they started like beating everybody. Another thing about this season, there's so much more like visceral gore and like blood. Like they rip limbs off, and like every time like something like gory, like super gory happens, I'm like I audibly say, oh my god, holy shit. Like when the Scorpion King's son got kicked off of the bird, and then he went falling straight onto the rock and died. And I just saw like the little splatter of blood. I was like, holy shit, no fucking way. He got splattered on the pavement. What the fuck? And like, oh god. It's so much more visceral, you know. I'm fearing for their lives, honestly. Like they get fucked up so much, both Spear and Fang. I'm like, holy, how the fuck are they gonna get out of this? And they do, and that's pretty miraculous. But speaking of which, you know, I could believe that maybe they healed their wounds and they look like perfect. They have like no scars or anything. I could believe that, you know. I could believe a zombie brachiosaurus, and I could believe that. But this season, like they went like above and beyond in this season, you know. Like I when I saw witches in the first season, I was like, all right, that's a little bit out there, but I could suspend my disbelief, you know. But then in this season, the Scorpion King literally almost went to heaven, but then got dragged to hell to make a deal with the devil to become a walking fire demon thing. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And you know, it's so much more fantastical this season. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just like it kind of comes out of left field a little bit. You know, I thought it was interesting. I thought it was like pretty cool how they did all that. And speaking of coming out of left field, I think episode 5 is my least favorite episode, to be honest. I mean, it's not a bad episode. It's not a bad episode at all. But like, in terms of the whole season, it doesn't really make sense. You know, it doesn't fit with the whole season. You know, we're in prehistoric times, the cavemen, dinosaurs, you know, ancient cities and like civilizations and all that. And then we go to London in 1889 or something, and we see Charles Darwin dual wielding revolvers against a psychopathic madman I'm like, what the fuck are we watching? And they're speaking English. They're speaking in general. They are speaking, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What is this? I trusted Genndy, because in the other episodes in season 1, you know, with the zombie Brachiosaurus and the witches, I was like, where the fuck are we going with this? And then at the end, it all connects. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. But like this one just feels like it feels like Genndy wanted to say something about how humans will always revert to their primal state, but he couldn't really do that with like this story that he has, you know, with them not speaking and just like visual storytelling. And so he's like, I mean, I want to say this, but how do I say this? Oh, just make a random episode talking about it. Like I said, the episode's not bad, but it just doesn't make sense in the story. I think it would have been much better if it was like a side, like short film, like a short little story, like adjacent, like in the future, past this this story with Spear and Fang, like in the future, but like not in the season, you know, like a little separate thing. I think it would have fit much better like that. But yeah, Mira, I like Mira. You know, like in the beginning, in the first season, I was like, oh, I mean, she's a woman, ew, woman, ew, women, ew. But like she's actually a very competent like person herself. You know, she's like, she's not like as good as Spear, but you know, she kicks some ass. You know, Spear, of course, he's the best. Fang, she got little baby dinosaurs. And and when I saw that she was with the other dinosaur, I thought to myself, oh yeah, what if they fucked? Oh, and then in the other episode, what was it? Episode. I keep on saying season and episode. Episode 6, I'm pretty sure, is when she got the babies, and I was like, oh fuck, they really did fuck. God. And speaking of fuck, the last episode, holy shit, I did not. Wow, I mean, I did not expect Mira to start riding Spear at the end of the episode. I mean, it's nice actually. It's very nice. It's very heartfelt. You know, she's like, oh, he has all these stories and legacy to tell, and now he's gonna die. You know, I wanna continue his bloodline. I wanna continue, you know, his story with his children, and I can give him that. You know, I thought that was very nice. But when I saw Mira like get on top of him, I thought she was gonna like give him a little kiss and like maybe sleep with him before he dies. But then she started like going back and forth and like moaning a bit. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? I saw at the top like the warning, it said sexual situations, and I thought the sexual situation was when that woman was like naked taking a shower. We didn't see anything, of course, in either situation, but then I saw this and I was like, oh, that's a sexual situation. I mean, it kind of came out of left field, but now that I understand why she did it and like why this was all like why she did it, you know, it makes sense and it's nice, you know. She wanted to continue his bloodline and his story. So I'm not saying ew sex, they had the sex, yeah, I never had sex, nobody loves me, if I can't have sex nobody can, you know. I'm not saying that. I mean, I no, I'm not yeah, never mind. But yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like it makes sense. Like I mean, Genndy, like he puts some hair, it doesn't make sense, then he pulls it answer and it not all meant. But the animation is always still amazing, you know, especially with gore and everything. And another thing, I was like thinking to myself like he made us care about the Scorpion King, and you know, we just saw the woman and her kid get killed, and I was like, oh, it's just a bad woman. And then the Scorpion King came, and he saw that his wife, not just any random woman, his wife and his child were dead. And I was like, oh, damn, that's kind of sad. Oh, fuck. Damn, you know, you always kill people in, like, video games, and you don't think about, damn, their mother is waiting for them at home or something, and they don't know he's dead, you know. it feels the same here, you know. Like these people, they're not just like punching bags, you know, they're actual people in the story. And I felt so bad for the Scorpion King, but then I remembered, wait a minute, didn't he enslave people? Didn't he kill people? Why am I feeling so bad for him, you know? And then when his son died, I was like, fuck. And then he got to deal with the devil, and then became a demon, and then he got dragged back to hell because I guess he didn't like succeed in his mission. Maybe he did succeed in his mission, and that's why he got dragged back to hell, because he did kill Spear. But yeah, which died in the season. That's sad. But see you later. It's 5 minutes. I mean, yeah, that's sad. Man. He was so happy when Fang got her little babies. Man, that's so cute. Fuck. But yeah, I love the story that they told here, and how the first half of the season was getting Mira back and reuniting with Fang, and then the second half was escaping, and the whole story with Fang's kids and the Egyptian woman stealing everybody and killing everybody, and the one big buff guy getting his daughter back and all that, and the same enslavement as the Scorpion King. I thought that story was very good, you know, it was very nice. And so is the other half of the story. And you know, the ending, you know, it felt rushed with the Scorpion King coming back, and he just gets beaten, or he wins that easily, basically, because he did kill Spear. But it's just like happened for like the last 10 minutes of the episode. Well, not really 10 minutes, actually, like 5-6 minutes, because they fight and then they get dragged back to hell, and then the whole closing sex scene, and then the kid, and when they grow up and everything. You know, it's like I mean, they did fight in the other episodes, but like this big like climactic end fight, it didn't really have that much oomph, you know. But yeah, I really like this season. Yeah, I guess putting Primal season 2 into the swagg-o-meter, I would give Primal season 2 I don't know. I'd give it I guess a 90%. You know, I feel like it's not as good as season 1, but I do like the more serialized style that like you have to watch the previous episode to understand the next episode, and it's not just like a anthology basically series where like every episode is a new thing. It's building up on what happened in the past episode, and the whole story with Scorpion King, Mira, and escaping to a better place and all that. It kind of like before with the first season, I could just like pause it, and I mean, I could just finish the episode and come back later, you know, a few days or weeks later, and watch the next episode. I wouldn't have like any problems. But now I felt like binging it because the story is continuous throughout the whole season. So I felt like enticed to like watch what happens next. Oh my god, shiver me timbers, you know. Bless you. But yeah, I do like the serialization. It's a little bit different from first season, but it works here. So yeah, Primal season 2 is a 90% for me. And yeah, I really like the season. I like both seasons. I don't know if they're gonna do another season. I think this would be a great ending for this whole series. But I trust Genndy to make a good third season if he would want to. And yeah, I would have never imagined I would see like Charles Darwin dual wielding revolvers. Like, what the fuck? That's funny. But yeah, that's it for today's awsomeswagg80's show review of Primal season 2. That's it for today's video. I shall see you guys later. Whip and nay mandatory kills on the cheek. Alright, bye.